Welcome back. Boy, it was a great day. Shout out to my followers. Thanks again for your support, but I'm just asking for more support here. Please, again, let's grow this channel to a wonderful 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 followers. All right. So we're going to get to that. But don't forget that today was a burden day, which we all have to accept the red days as the green days follows. Because again, market was rallying for months. Like every single day, we kept getting new highs, new highs. Meta reported market just went right to the moon. But guess what? Before I say anything else, I just want to share with you what my team and I did today and the outcome of it. So early this morning, as you can see, that I woke up from like 4 a.m. and started um, taking some profit in the market, buying and selling shares. And on the day, it was I successfully closed out over one. You can see right here, I'm sharing my screen, that I successfully cleared out $1,200 just on the pullback. Again, market pullback tremendously today. I'm comparing to when the tariffs hit and there was a lot. So at the time, my open P&L was just 300, but from this morning all together, I locked in 2.4% just on a down day like this. And it comes even better when I trade more aggressively, because if you can see that my position was just 1,288 shares at an average price of 19. What was my price? 19.25. Average price 19.25 right here. You can see I did not get in at the 17, low 17, when SQQ was trading at low 17. But regardless, on the day, I walked away with $1,207.07 to be precise. Did I keep any shares for next week? Absolutely not. This is just one of the days when market decide to pull back, and I try my best to lock in some profit when I'm home and I'm not at work. So what I want to go over with is what to come next week and how can we prepare ourselves, because honestly, I see there's a lot of economic data still to come next week. And let's just jump to earnings for next week, because earnings is the market mover right now. And before I go over any bad news or anything else, I just want to focus on earnings, because this is what is going to move the market. We're still yet to get some earnings from some of the tech giants, because these are the companies that keep moving the market. And next week, which is Monday, August, let's just go to Monday to see what we have. So we have Palantir. That's going to be a market mover again. Palantir is going to be a market mover. So Monday we're looking for Palantir. That's going to report after earnings, and this can either bring Nasdaq to the moon again or take Nasdaq down. And we have BioNTech that's going to be reporting before market open. Keep an eye open for these two. And we have semiconductor again on the run for next week. So and we have HIMS that's reporting. So there's a lot, Wayfair, there's a lot of earnings still on the table. So we can call it that Nasdaq is going to pull back continuously because of what's going on in the market with the tariffs. Yes, the tariffs are here, but what can we do? They have been around. And what the president did today was not contributing towards it, because he went ahead and fired the commissioner of labor, because what I spoke about in previous videos, that unemployment rate came in higher. That's one sector that contributed to the pullback. But when these pullback occur, we have to take into consideration that these are buying opportunity, and I took that for granted too. I took the opportunity today to get myself some more shares when the market tends to pull back. Trump tariffs slam Canada, Brazil, and Switzerland. The tariffs are not going anywhere until we get better news that the tariffs are cooling. And with that said, there's so much buying opportunity in the market right now. Everything is down. I can tell you, every single thing is down. Looking at Nasdaq, we can see that Nasdaq make a new high. When was this? I think it was today was Friday. I think it was Wednesday. Nasdaq make a new high after 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 Facebook release, after Meta release earnings, and Microsoft. Nasdaq went to a new high. And a small pullback, we what 2% pullback. 2% pullback is really nothing in the market, really nothing. And look at this, we immediately start forming a support right here. So that's even good. When Nasdaq pull back like this and start forming a support, it's a good sign. You can see that we're just slightly in the red, and with more earnings to come, we can either see the market continue to go up, and or we can continue to burn and continue to burn down and find some support. But that's not what we're here for. Let's look at some off, because everything right now is super oversold in the market. SoFi, I had SoFi at $8, run up, I got out, I took some profit, and I hope you guys did too, because next week we don't know what to come. AMD, AMD is yet to report earnings, and AMD is reporting on the 5th. Boy, this can move the market even higher. If AMD beat Wall Street expectation, I can tell you that this stock is going to $300 a share, and it's going to move the market. But if it don't, I can tell you that more sell-off is imminent in the market. Meta retrieved, pulled back a lot today. So from trading at $784, Meta is currently trading at 749. So after hours, my after hours is turned off, but Meta is currently trading right around this region. You can see that we super overextended and we pull back a little. Great buying opportunity. Yesterday, Qualcomm reported earnings and got rejected. Pull back, great buying opportunity. What happened today? Qualcomm, even though Nasdaq is selling off, Qualcomm found support at 145 and trading after hours at $148. There is so much play in the market right now. Definitely keeping an eye on this one, which is United Healthcare, because when this stock um, try to reverse, I can tell you that I will be the first one to grab some shares. But now it's nothing near my buying point right now. Cava, everything in the market right now is a buying opportunity. But my most favorite stock to watch right now is Tesla. Why? Because this stock is just a booming money maker. I love to watch this and I love to buy. Netflix is my next biggest buying opportunity. But the fact that it's not trading no longer above my moving exponential line, I think we still have room to pull back. And if we do find support at 600 again for Netflix, it's a game over for them. But the other stock that I strongly see a lot of buying opportunity in is IBM. Why IBM? Do your due diligence and look at IBM, or the numbers has been tremendously great. And even though they traded at 243 today, the stock was tremendously pulled back up to $250 a share. So just down 1%. And this one I'm going to go long on. Why? If you do your homework and you notice IBM for the last 5 years, this was 23. Let's go all the way to 2020. If we go back to 2020, you can see that this stock was trading at $125 a share. And now the stock is trading at $250. And just look at support for this stock. Notice support. 250-day EMA always found a support for them. Pull back, pull back below. And what they did from 230 and push all the way up to 296. And what they did at 296 got rejected, pulled back with all the noise in the market to $245. RSI is still down. RSI is still down. My MACD is still down. But guess what? I bought some shares again for the long hold. And once they start trading above 269, I can tell the next stop might be 300 or more. So there's so much play in the market right now. Amazon is another huge play in the market for the long term. If this stock pull back to 209, even right now, I'll start getting some shares, but it's something that I'm watching. Why? My RSI is still indicating we have room for pullback. My MACD is still indicating I have room for pullback. Unlike IBM, where my RSI is oversold, my MACD is oversold. So you can both see that oversold, pushed up, rejected, oversold, pushed up, rejected. And what it does when it pushed up, forming new highs, oversold, pushed up, rejected, new high, oversold again. With time, we can see another push up to another new high. My prediction is this stock is going to $300 the next time it take off. Always find the 200-day EMA as a support. So that's the reason why I'm cashing in on IBM, because the long-term hold, another 2 to 3 months from now, if I can capture 10% from this, it would be tremendous to my portfolio. So that's a buy for me, definitely a buy. And where Tesla is concerned, you can see that the RSI is telling me that this stock is so unpredictable, but I love it because it makes me money. So once, if we get any good news for next week, we can see Tesla taking off again. So not much to say other than I hope you locked in some profit from the all-time high and wait for clarification before we start to indicate of any buying opportunity going forward. But please, before we do so, help this channel out by just clicking the like button and subscribe and let others know what we're breaking down here. Until then, stay good in the market, focus on what's most significant to your portfolio. Don't listen to the noise in the market because, again, once before, Nasdaq was down tremendously. Nasdaq was down, beaten up all over because of the tariffs. Look at this, because of the tariffs. And what we did, we pushed to an all-time high. RSI is super overbought. RSI might be super overbought, but we tend to find support in unpredicted circumstances with Nasdaq. So I never counted out. So Monday we can be even trading up here, and we still have a lot of earnings on the table for next week Monday. So Sunday I will be breaking down some stocks. You let me know what to break down, and I'll go over the technical aspect of it and also the fundamental aspect of the stock. But for now, I just want to close up by saying like, subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. And stay tuned.